Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Cinematic Anarchy. I am Honeybee, and I'm here with Chris tonight.
Hey.
Omar is missing in action.
Well, it's Mother's Day, so he's with the family. We've all done our Mother's Day activities today.
Yep.
And
we're talking about Animator today. And I feel some type of way about this movie. I don't know about Chris.
I think my feelings may be similar, but also I have other little points that I want to get to. But you said you felt some kind of way, so tell me how you felt about it.
This movie, it has potential. It had the potential to be really fucking good. But the main character is super fucking rapey.
Okay.
So the whole situation with his coworkers.
All right.
Where he threw out his fucking coworker, hooking up with one of their really hot coworkers. Yeah. Deborah.
Deborah. Okay.
And fucking Fredo knows the names better than I do, and I've seen this movie twice.
I watched it once and I won't watch it again. I'll be honest with you. So just to give a little backstory before we dive into it. The whole premise of the movie is this average Joe guy who's really, really down on his luck, and it sounds like it was his own damn fault too. Who's basically almost flat broke. He finds out, or he is given the power to make anything that he draws come to life. Basically, he draws it, sign his signature, and whatever it is comes to life. Fantastic.
Also, another thing.
Go ahead.
The fucking professor that just dropped this whole fucking responsibility on him, even though this guy is super irresponsible.
Right.
Well,
see, the problem was it wasn't so much him thinking about who he was passing it on to. His wife was dying. And he wanted this guy to be the responsible person he knew he was. However, when he realized his wife was pretty much on death's door, it was either do it now or, she dies and he doesn't get to pass that on.
Yeah, but he could have chosen one of his other students that's more responsible.
He certainly could have, and he definitely didn't.
Exactly. This guy, he's such a piece of shit. To be honest, deep down, fuck this guy. Fuck Neil.
When I saw the cover to the film,
I thought it was going to be this super crazy action movie.
I did as well. It was, honestly, fantastic concept. Horribly executed.
I agree.
So, the concept alone, I would probably give an 8, 9 if they had actually done with it what they should have. But they went ultra low budget.
Right, he could have given himself fucking superpowers or some shit that's out of the ordinary, but no, he uses this fantastic fucking ability to hook up with random girls.
He uses it for that. He uses it to gain money, to give himself a car, to clear traffic at the expense of everybody that was in his way.
Yep.
Basically throws all the cars in the air and they end up piled up on top of each other. You don't get to see that, though. It's just a news article.
Yeah. It's fucked up. And he only actually takes responsibility after he ruins this girl's whole mental health situation.
That was the biggest dick move, in the entire movie.
Seriously, fuck him.
Basically forces this girl to get an abortion, even though she was way set against it. This woman obviously wanted to have kids, loves kids, had a whole wall of kids at one point, because her mind had just broken.
Yep.
After the abortion. And he figures he's going to set it right by giving her kid back, and everything that he does is self-serving. Even the final act of sacrificing his life for the child and the woman was self-serving.
Yep.
There was nothing outside of maybe a 5-minute span of the movie that made him seem likable. The rest of the time, he was just douche from scene to scene.
And honestly, fuck her a little bit too, because like at the beginning of the movie when his card got declined while they were on their first date, and she like huffed off in a angry fucking bitchy manner. She's like, "Have a nice life," because you had to pay for dinner by like because his shit got declined. Like, shit happens.
That's true. He could have been a little bit more forthcoming and maybe a little honest about it. Obviously, he hadn't done his due diligence at that point because he took a bunch of money out, didn't realize they were going to mark him for fraud. Like, doesn't even think about the consequence of any of the actions that he takes.
Yep.
You know, and he could have been more forthcoming at that point, but instead he played the fumbling idiot. She paid for it, and then just walks out.
Yeah, like, she didn't even try to hear him out or anything. Like, she was a huge bitch about that.
Another thing, why would she go back to him? Like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but the guy comes by the next day in the middle of what is obviously another date, and just hands her the money. And I thought that was kind of a douche move, too.
Yeah, it's such a douchebag fucking move.
You know, he could have picked another time to do it. He didn't have to do it in the middle of a fucking date that she was in.
Yeah. It's all a power play.
I think the movie, it was going for one theme, and what it did was it showed absolute, like, toxic masculinity, like, throughout the entire movie.
There's over here fucking smirking at me like he's got something to say.
Does he have something to say?
What?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
No, tell me.
No,
no, tell me.
No, that's fine.
No, I want to know.
Go ahead.
I'm sure the listeners would like to know as well.
We're all listening.
Well, you guys are talking about how responsible he is with the powers, but the guy that gave him the powers killed the guy with those same powers. Remember when the lady talked to him, his wife said he had killed the man, he never forgave himself for it?
That is true.
Yeah.
And he didn't really understand his powers up until the end of it, because when he had his friend and he accidentally took his job promotion, he wasn't aware that his powers extended to a level where he wasn't even able to control it. If he just drew something, it just came to life. It wasn't nothing.
Yeah,
he was completely clueless to the consequences of his actions, like, throughout the entire movie up until that point. I mean, I think that was, like, the only part where he really kind of had a clue, like, when he lost his friend over the fact that he got the job over him.
Yeah. I don't know. Because even after that, like, it still felt like he was trying to buy his, like, friendship back. Nothing he did seemed genuine.
Nothing that he did made him seem like he was...
He tried to pass off as, like, a good person, but everything is secretly fucking selfish.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it and this is just me kind of speaking off the cuff here, but to me it felt like an act of committing suicide to right a wrong. The guy that says, you know what, I did all this, and instead of trying to sit here and fix the whole thing myself, you know, and back away from this power, which obviously I'm using with no mindset other than, you know, hey, what I can do for myself. Rather than fixing the situation physically, he decides, okay, well, I'm going to write myself out of history here, and I don't have to deal with the consequence of my actions. I'm just going to write this, and then I'm going to off myself, and I'm going to write this last situation. And you guys just go ahead and live your lives. Nah. It doesn't seem like the people that this got passed down to are particularly stand-up human beings either, to be honest.
No. And I mean, like... You can't expect everyone to be a superhero or whatever, and I get that. And like, it's kind of realistic that, you know, someone's gonna be selfish with an ability like this. But
the escape
I don't know.
clause is death.
I feel some type of way about this movie.
Like I said, It was a great premise. The film, however, in execution was horrible.
Honestly, I'd love to see like a remake where they do something different with the plot and like make it more just more.
I mean, this genuinely could have been a blockbuster level film with that concept, but it was just executed so horribly.
Yeah, like this guy could fucking like you could turn this into a whole franchise.
True. I mean, but it's
with,
almost like
with the proper script and actors and everything.
Kind of like The Crow, almost.
Yeah, like it's got potential.
I mean, for a fairly obscure movie with no actors of any discernible recognition, it did all right. It got its point across. I understood what it was going for. I wouldn't give this much more than a maybe 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Personally. Just because of just sloppy execution of what should have been a really, really decent concept. IMDb gave it 3.5. And
with good reason.
Oh, people thoroughly trashed this movie. I think a lot of it's because of the mislead for the cover. I mean, the mislead for the cover kind of made you feel like there were going to be some decent special effects in the movie. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, like, it looked like there was going to be, like, fucking anti-gravity shit and superpowers and fucking explosions and, like, I don't know, someone destroying a city.
I was even highly disappointed by the fact, like, the beginning of the movie, it was animated. So there was an animated beginning to the movie, and I felt like they could have used the animation to cut away. I mean, if you're not going to do special effects...
done better with the animation. Made it more artistic. It's just outlines.
Well, you know how they didn't really use any big special effects in the movie. They could have compensated for the lack of budget for special effects by animating those scenes.
Yeah.
So basically showing him animating this scene of lifting the cars out and out of existence, other than just a black and white sketch.
Yeah.
They missed, they dropped the ball tremendously. I'm really sad that Omar isn't here to judge his own movie.
Honestly, fuck you, Omar.
I don't know if do you watch Friends at all? No? Have you ever?
I'm offended that you asked me that question.
Yes?
Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Of course you do. Well, no, don't get me wrong. There's some people that will not watch Friends and don't like it for some reason, even though they've never watched the film.
I mean, fuck Ross.
The TV show.
Ross is a dick.
Ross is Ross
is a piece of shit.
I agree. Ross is about as much of a piece of shit as Zach Morris is.
Ross is your typical quote-unquote nice guy.
No, there's nothing nice about that guy.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's your quote-unquote nice guy. The nice guy that expects fucking everyone to do shit for him and expects women to be all over him and fucking...
So...
He's an incel.
The reason I brought up Friends, there's an episode in Friends where Chandler ends up stuck in a theater with this woman doing this one-woman show. Why doesn't anybody like me? Yeah, just screaming in his face. I feel like Chandler was at the end of the movie, where I feel like Omar already watched this, and then he stuck us watching it, and he just goes, yeah, you guys have fun with this, and just walked out. So that's what I'm likening this movie to. Yes?
Owen's asleep right now, and he's running in his dreams.
He's running in his dreams?
And it's the funniest thing ever. And he sleeps with his eyes open. So his fucking eyes are like twitching around while he's asleep. It's weird.
I got a little passed out sugar next to me over here too.
I want to wake him up. He's a baby.
See, there's little Miss Sugar over there. She's just passed out. We're talking about our respective dogs. We
Owen's asleep in a laundry basket.
Well, I think they're about as exhausted with our existence in the house as much as
Look at him, he's running.
as we're exhausted being there. They're not used to having us around the house all that much. It wears them out.
I know.
No,
this guy sleeps all fucking day and then he's awake all night.
Yeah.
He's such a douchebag.
My dog.
I love him. I can't stand him.
My dog acts as a divider between me and my wife. So literally,
How he does that?
she will not sleep anywhere but chest level between the both of us, and she'll start off with her face up near our faces.
And then she pushes you?
No. Sometime during the night, she flips around and then just starts farting. And so we'll get woken up by one puff of gas from this dog or another. It's nasty. This girl can fart. Oh.
Owen, he crawls between us, and then he'll stretch conveniently and push me away, and then just curl up on Fredo's head and fall asleep in his hair and fucking pushes me out for the rest of the night.
She will try to do that if my wife sleeps on my side of the bed. If she sleeps on the right side of the bed, my dog will try to push her off the bed.
Oh, you woke up.
Well, yeah, you're talking about her. Of course she's going to wake up. She's going to wonder why is everybody talking to me?
He's deaf. He can't hear shit.
Oh, the dog's deaf?
Yeah.
Oh, you never told me Owen was deaf.
Look at this guy.
So maybe he just felt all the movement. Shuffling around on the bed there.
Floppy. You're just a little flop.
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and take a quick break. I think 17 minutes is about all I'm going to get out of this movie.
Yeah, probably.
I feel disappointed. I will say I am disappointed in us for one reason and one reason only. We spent a full 17 minutes talking about this movie, and some other movies that had much more content to it, we were out sooner than that.
Yeah. Right?
But, outside of the fact that it was badly executed, the fact that guy was such a douche throughout the movie, it needed to be talked about.
Yeah.
So, you know what, guys?
Honestly, I liked the idea behind the movie, but the movie itself was shit.
Well, it's like they took a good concept, a good outline for what could have been a decent movie.
Just butchered it.
And then whoever got a hold of it and scripted it out just hit their heart wasn't in it. They half-assed the whole thing from beginning to end. And again, remake this movie, and if you're not going to go with special effects, at least animate the sequences that require the special effects. The movie is called Animator.
Yeah.
Fucking animate.
Let's see some animation.
Like real animation. Don't half-ass it. All right. We will be back after our sponsors.
Sounds good.
All right, and we are back for the second half of the podcast here. A little bit of fun, fucked up games. And we are going to be joined by some guests this evening for the second half of the podcast anyway. We have Max. And,
my fucking wife!
Is it Tammy?
Sammy,
okay.
Hi, hello.
My apologies, I misheard.
Yeah, I called her Tammy too, my bad.
As pretty much everybody in my house will attest to, I'm about half fucking deaf, so...
Me too.
I'm 80% deaf in my left ear, so same hat.
Comes from listening to too much music a little too close to the ears.
I'm not deaf, but I mishear everything all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, auditory processing disorders. Love them.
I constantly have to ask people just to make sure that I'm hearing what I'm hearing correctly. So we're going to go ahead and just dive right in with a few interesting questions. We're going to start with the one right here on the top of the deck from the Ducking High deck. If you heard that Betty White was going to jail, what would be the funniest reason for her to go to jail?
Streaking.
I was going to go right to that. Public nudity.
I was gonna say killing somebody.
Same.
So like, you know.
I'm not sure how much. I mean, I guess that would be pretty funny trying to figure out how
I feel
Betty
like
White would
if
murder
Betty
anybody.
White killed somebody, she'd be able to get away with it.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, Betty White.
She's
was
not
born
going
in,
to jail for that shit.
1918? Betty White was born in 1918. Sliced bread was invented in 1928. So sliced bread is the greatest thing since Betty White.
There we go.
Fucking mind blown.
Listen, I have a lot of really weird random facts. Don't at me.
Feel free to
This is
just
why I love
throw
you.
some at us if anything comes up. All right. If you could change the sound that a fart makes, what would you change it to?
Change the sound of what makes?
If you could change the sound that flatulence makes,
Oh.
what would you change it to?
Harmonica.
I was gonna say a duck quack, but that's better.
That or a
Harmonica.
kazoo. Take your pick.
I'd go with a harp.
Okay.
A harp.
Trombone.
A trombone.
Trombone.
A slide
You
trombone.
lift your leg a certain way, it changes the sound.
Right? Just or a slide whistle.
An organ.
Oh god.
Dun 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 dun.
Right. Okay.
Horrifying. Your death coming from a fart.
If you were stuck and had to spend the remainder of your life inside of any animation and or cartoon, what would you choose?
Tank Girl.
Or on High School Host Club.
Pokemon.
I'm going with Rocco's Modern Life.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
That was a
Ooh, either that or Rick and Morty.
Also
Ooh.
Shock Zone.
No! Solar Opposites.
I haven't seen that yet. Is it
It's
good?
so good!
I need to watch it.
You
Invader
do.
Zim.
We almost watched it the other night.
Invader Zim.
Speaking of watching things, I saw American Pie for the first time Friday night.
Ooh,
I still gotta watch it.
little late on that one.
I'm 24 and I had a very religious stepdad up until I was 8. And then I basically lived under a rock until I was 19. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, I'm just parked in a parking lot somewhere, so I'm half expecting the cops to show up at some point for 2 delinquents in a car.
Just knock on the window. Well, I mean, if somebody shows up, we'll continue to roll.
Oh yeah, and you guys will get to hear me have to step out of a car to talk to a police officer.
All right. If you had
Interesting story.
this is the last one from the Ducking High deck. If you had a T-shirt gun, what would you launch into the audience other than T-shirts?
Dildos.
Dildos. Okay.
Dildos.
Mashed potatoes.
Potatoes?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, okay.
Half a stick of butter.
Half a stick of butter.
Why half?
I don't know.
It would melt coming out of the can.
refrigerated butter or like it's butter that's been out for like a couple of days?
Ooh, butter that's been out for a couple days, or
Yeah.
like fresh, like cold butter.
Or, hear me out. The I can't believe it's not butter. Because when you like shoot it at everyone, it's just like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Make a pun out of it. I love it.
Exactly.
Crab apples.
Crab apples. Oh, ow.
What the fuck are crab apples?
The weird green lumpy fruit stuff.
They're basically apples that are unedible. They're awful. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have a
that's fair.
crab apple tree in my backyard when I was living up on Prospect Hill, and we just fucking chucked crab apples at each other all day. Me and my friends all day. It was painful.
Yeah.
Just because I can be a bit of an asshole, I think I'm going to go ahead and fill my T-shirt gun with 10 pounds of uncooked ground beef.
All right.
Oh, I mean, all right. Yeah. Okay.
If we're filming the audience, we might as well get some good reactions out of it.
Pig's blood.
Pig's blood.
Ooh.
Ooh. I
For
think that
everything
would...
to carry.
If we're talking about shooting it out of a T-shirt gun, though, I think that would make more of a mess of just the front couple of rows, like right in front of you. You're not going to get that to go very far.
Okay, hear me out. Pig's blood in water balloons.
Ah, There we go. Pig's blood and water balloons.
You know, oh my god, the colorful dust that people use for photo shoots.
Yeah.
Fill it with a whole bunch of colors and then just shoot it at somebody.
Douse them in rainbow.
Yes.
Douse
The
them in
true
rainbow.
gay agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds
The true
good.
gay agenda.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the Barstool Sports questions. Not about sports. If you had the opportunity to turn any person in existence into a midget, who would it be?
Shaq.
Donald Trump.
Wait, he's not a midget?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Say what?
He's my height. He's 5'6", I think.
Wait, who?
Trump.
Trump. He's
Wait, really?
an overgrown midget.
5'6".
He's an overgrown midget.
I'm taller than the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah?
Let me go to the Google.
Going to the Google, okay. I still feel like he's
I
an
want-
overgrown midget.
I want to turn Shaq into a midget.
Yes.
Like if
That
Andre
or
the
Andre
Giant.
the Giant.
right?
Yes! Say that! I married you, bitch!
We're the same person. It's fine. We're also the same person, so it's fine.
No, the Big Show. Just
I like
if
the
you
Big Show.
suddenly turn them into a midget without any awareness of their own. They just wake
Oh
up
my
a midget
god, I
one
was
day.
wrong.
How tall is he?
He's 6'3". Trump? Yeah.
Nah, he's 3'6".
I mean, that's what Google's saying. I don't believe it. I think he wears heels.
He probably wears lifts,
Yeah.
like Robert Downey Jr. had to in the Avengers.
Uh-huh.
He edits his own Wikipedia page.
RDJ is short.
But yeah, no, apparently Donald Trump is 6'3".
No. He's a
There's
small
no
human
way
being.
he's the same height as Jared Padalecki.
No.
He
He's a-
totally had his fucking team hack Google and change that.
Totally. There's no way.
No way.
Seth, the man that I tried to drag onto the podcast this evening, reaches out and texts that he misses us. Miss us on the
Well,
podcast.
jump in the chat then, bitch. I know you're listening to this episode. You better be.
We want it. Well, he should. We want him here, but whatever.
But I'm here instead, so you know. it's
Exactly. That's okay. I got my wife.
Meet your
I hit up
replacement.
my other
Anyway.
wife
fine, I think.
when
I don't know what Seth looks like, but
I hit up my other wife Tori when you weren't answering. I was like, "Hey, do you want to jump in?" And she hasn't answered until like 2 seconds ago, and she's like, "I'm at work. I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God,"
Okay.
because we're already halfway through.
If based off of your current life, you had to be the patron saint of something, what would it be?
alcohol.
Patron saint of alcohol. Okay.
Chicken nuggets.
I'm
Because
the,
here's the thing: if I was a Greek god, I would be Dionysus.
You right.
Dionysus. Did I say that
How
wrong?
the fuck you pronounce it? Dionysus.
You pronounce it whatever you. Dio. Yeah.
No, it's called. This went from Greek mythology to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, when I heard Dio, I'm thinking Ronnie James Dio. I'm in a different area with that. Okay.
But yeah, I would be the patron saint of liquor.
I'd be the patron saint of oversleeping.
Patron saint of procrastination.
There we go. Wow. Okay.
We have chicken nuggets, we have liquor, we have oversleeping and procrastination. We just made a whole person.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Okay.
And we're an average millennial.
Yeah.
This is a would you rather question. Would you rather walk with a rollerblade on your left shoe for the rest of your life, or have an angry midget walking in front of you slightly slower than you want to go for the rest of your life?
Rollerblade.
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 Uh-huh.
I would say the midget.
Heelys for
Wait,
life, bro.
can I get the roller skates with the 4 wheels, or does it have to be the inlines?
Says rollerblade. It's the blade.
God damn it!
I'm gonna
I'm
go
so
with the.
bad with inlines.
I'm gonna go with the midget just because I don't think that inline skate is gonna cause anything that's gonna make me feel. I can't laugh at that. I can't laugh at the rollerblade. That would annoy me. However, an angry midget in front of me for the rest of my life, I can find joy in that.
Except when you're having a bad day.
Well, then we can just commiserate.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you push the midget over for fun?
I know, I just want to let him be angry. I don't want to be the cause of his anger.
I would rather be the cause of his anger. It'd be way much more fun that way.
Yeah.
Just flicking him in the back of his head for the rest of his life.
Seriously.
Yeah.
If you're going to be here, I might as well enjoy this. I don't know.
I might as well annoy the shit out of you. You might as well be useful.
4. $10,000 would you spend 2 days carrying around a human-looking Japanese robot that you had to introduce to people as your significant other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh yeah,
yes.
easy. I might
100%.
actually
Are you kidding me?
a
I'd make
Japanese
out with
robot
it.
as my
Galaxy Note 9 disconnected.
robot.
I would make out with the robot for fucking $10,000. Are you kidding me?
I'd suck a robot's dick for a fucking Klondike bar. Hello? Have any of you played Detroit Become Human? Cause
I have.
if we're talking about can he look like Connor? Can he look like Connor?
I suppose, it says a human-looking robot. We're not talking about what it can look like.
Then I'm taking the $10,000 and I'm keeping the robot. Thanks, Kay. Bye.
Yep.
Right? Who says I have to get rid of it after 10 days? 2 days.
Do I have to get rid of it?
No, I said, who says we have to get rid of it after 2 days?
Precisely.
It doesn't
The
specify.
2 days is the requisite time to keep the $10,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take the money question to a whole different level.
Oh god.
Would you take $1 million to be one of the picket people for the Westboro Baptist
No.
Church?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No. I can't
No.
sell my soul. I don't mind the robot. I couldn't sell my soul for $1 million.
Yeah, no.
I've already sold my soul,
Would you take $1 million?
but I'm not
to
heartless.
for the Westboro Baptist Church? I hate you.
You know what, though? You have to have a heart to be heartless. Yeah.
He has a point.
Did you hear that?
I-
You have to have a heart to be heartless.
He said he would.
$1 million to picket. Oh, no.
See, here's the thing. When it comes to sex, $20 is $20. When it comes to advocating against everything that I advocate for, there ain't enough money in the world, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I dealt with those
This one over here
Westboro
doesn't give a
Baptist.
shit.
I dealt with those folks for the Westboro Baptist Church. They were picketing during a football game, a Georgia Bulldogs game down in Georgia, and there was nothing more fun than screaming in their faces. I enjoyed screaming back at them.
I want to go find them protesting somewhere in Texas and take Sammy and just go make out in front of them.
Let's go.
That'd be beautiful.
Let's go. I'm here for it.
We're having lesbian sex in front of a group of people. I'm sorry.
Please,
It has to happen.
like, go live for that so I can see it.
Oh yeah, I'm literally gonna find somebody. I'm gonna be like, hold my phone.
Yep.
Record this, please.
Yep. I'm here for it. I'm down.
Hold my poodle!
Because if they attack me, that's assault and they get arrested.
And it's on film.
And it's on film.
And it's on film.
Exactly.
All I was doing was kissing my beautiful girlfriend. What do you
Yeah.
want?
Right?
There's nothing illegal about that.
Nope.
Exactly.
I'm
Next
gonna-
question.
Anyway. Which one could you do without? Knees or elbows?
Elbows.
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 No! Knees.
Knees. I
need
can
my
walk
elbows, I'm
around like
sorry.
a penguin for the rest of my life. I need the elbows. How do you get the food to your mouth? How do you get
Yeah,
anything to your mouth if you don't have the... you could just...
I drive
Face
for a
plant,
living.
I guess.
I need the knees.
I draw for a living, so, like, I
Also-
need my elbows.
How am I gonna throw that ass in a circle without knees?
You don't need the knees. For driving, you just push your seat back. Straight. Push your
But I
seat back
can't
as far as it
move
goes.
my foot. Well, no, I still have an ankle.
How's she supposed to see over the dashboard if her
You still
fucking thing's leaned back?
Well, here's
No.
the thing. I'm keeping
Oh,
my
no.
foot straight. I can't get
Okay.
to the brake, either with my foot angled all the way back on my ankle. And that's with me sitting up.
Right, but if you push the seat back, like slide it back, you should be able to move your foot.
So here's the thing. My seat's already slid all the way back. I'm 5'11".
Ah.
She's a tall girl.
I'm 3/4 leg.
You know what you can do without knees? If you can't use the brake or the pedal, paraplegics use a kind of vehicle that allows them to actually navigate the brake and the accelerator from the wheel.
They have buttons.
I'm getting it. I'm getting a vehicle like that. I don't care if I have legs or not. I want battle shifters.
It's like having cruise control, but everything's like right there. You know?
Yeah, here for it.
All right, last
Here,
question.
actually, give me a car, but with a motorcycle handlebar instead of a steering wheel, so that way I can just shift with my hands, just like this. Clutch is in my hand, brake is in my hand, like everything. Just all I have to do is do this.
I'm here for it.
Last question from this deck. If you could date the person of your dreams, but you had to dress 2 days out of every week as a juggalo, would you do it?
Yes!
I already do that.
Literally, there was a time where both of us classified ourselves as juggalos. You can't scare us with that.
I never did.
I still listen to Insane Clown Posse and all of that.
Same.
Like,
All of my friends listen to ICP. Fucking growing up, like, everyone around me was fucking juggalos, and I'm just like, I don't fit in with this crowd, but I still love you guys.
Growing up.
My son just found ICP.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
He loves it.
I'm sorry.
Abracadabra, boom shakalaka.
Oh my god.
Back like a vertebrae.
It's probably been about 10 years since I heard the Great Malenko, honestly. And
that's the shit that my fucking sleep paralysis demon sings in the corner of my room every night.
The dating game is my favorite. Hands down.
Same.
Let's see. Well, I'd have to think about it. I might show up in it sucks hot, but
I doubt it.
I'd probably just show up naked like I always do and look your mama in the eye and tell her, fuck you.
Fuck your mom. Fuck your mom's mama. Fuck the Beastie Boys and the Dalai Lama.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You know it better than I do.
Listen, I've been listening to ICP since I was a sophomore in high school. And she's 4 years older than me, so she's been listening to them for longer than that.
Uh-huh.
See, when I hear that you are into ICP, I'm all right with that. I spent time in a trailer park area in Georgia, and there were several juggalos down there, and they were just drunk, stupid rednecks.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Juggalos and rednecks are the same thing, just one likes clowns.
Yeah.
And one likes bull riding.
Yeah.
What I'm also trying to say is that the juggalos that I dealt with down there are fairly devoid of any kind of intelligence.
Most juggalos are.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not
I
all.
was also born and raised in South Central Texas. So I am, while I don't look it, a redneck at heart. I trained barrel racing when I was 13.
My entire...
That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
I never went anywhere with it because my knees started fucking up and I wasn't able to ride the same. However, I do know how to barrel race.
The entirety of my father's side of the family is all from Mississippi. I have a cousin whose legal name is Bubba.
Oh no.
They legally call that's on his birth certificate, Bubba.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I think you win.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Yeah, you win.
He's
I'm just glad my mom decided not to name me Bobby Joe.
Oh my god.
It was a suggestion from my father.
Billy
Who is
Bean,
no
Bobby
longer in my
Joe,
life.
Billy Bob. Okay.
I don't think I would have made it as a Bobby Joe.
No.
All right, so I believe it's time to throw a few victims on the tracks.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, we're gonna start off with some good ones here. All right, so we have our trolley set up, and on our right-hand track, we have a pedophile approaching a
Kill the
playground.
pedophile. That's it.
And on the right-hand track, we have the owner of a profitable dog fighting business.
Kill the pedophile.
Kill the pedophile.
I think there was a consensus there. That one wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
No.
Kill the pedophile.
Yeah.
Kill the pedophile. All right. Usually we're like, yeah, fuck the kids. Now we're like, no, you, don't fuck the kids. Go over here.
Don't fuck the kids. That's it.
No, we
Shia
want
LaBeouf,
serious.
but don't fuck Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
But fuck Shia LaBeouf. But don't butt fuck Shia LaBeouf.
Fuck Shia LaBeouf.
Do not butt fuck shit. No. Okay.
Moving on.
All right. On our right-hand track, we have a peacefully protesting neo-Nazi. And on the left-hand track, we have Justin Bieber.
Neo-Nazi.
Nazi.
We're going to run down the
Killing the
neo-Nazi.
Nazi.
Justin
Everything's
Bieber's
equal
cringy,
without
but that's
their
about
rights
it.
When it comes to them.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's an asshole and he's cringy, but he's like, no,
He's
he
not
doesn't
a
deserve
Nazi.
to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to run him over with a trolley, but I'd certainly like to slingshot him back over the border.
Same.
Agreed.
Except Canada doesn't want him either, so
To the
No.
moon.
That's why we're
the
being
moon don't want him
subjected.
either.
It's fun.
Mexico doesn't want him either.
Moon's haunted. What? Moon's haunted. Gets back in spaceship.
All right.
Anybody who's played Destiny will understand that.
Yeah.
Nope, haven't played
I have
Destiny. I'm sorry.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Righto. Moon's haunted. Have you played Destiny?
Yes.
Moon's haunted. Do you know what that means?
The moon is haunted.
He doesn't know what it means.
The moon is haunted. The fucking
The moon
guy
is
is on
haunted.
the moon. The moon is haunted.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to have to actually... The only person that's played that game in our house is Serenity's boyfriend, Chance, so I'm going to have to go ask him. But I'm not getting up to do
Let
that
me
right
know
now.
the
The alien moon?
The alien
No,
moon?
like, wait, what?
An alien moon?
No, okay, so like, Earth's moon, right, has been taken over by aliens known as the Hive. They're a part of the darkness in Destiny. Moon's haunted.
Understood. Okay.
Because they live in the moon, not on the moon. They live in it. They tunnel in it.
that's really funny because my Chromecast is called the Hive.
House haunted.
Thanks. The house is haunted. I'm out. Grab a shotgun.
I took the scissors down from above the fucking doorway once, and ever since, I'm pretty sure the house became haunted.
Miss B's.
I don't
Sounds
know.
right.
I don't. Okay, so like, Fredo can probably explain this to me, but I don't know the superstition behind hanging scissors above your doorway.
I don't know.
I don't know. Your mom's the one that does it.
I know not to move them.
I know not to move them. I know not to argue with mom.
I took the scissors down once to. I don't even know what I was cutting, but I needed them. I think I was cutting my hair.
Probably.
Probably.
So we're talking scissors above the doorway. I'm going to have to look that up now. You're making me question my existence.
Hang on. Like,
I need to know what superstition is behind that, because I know like what's behind like horseshoes and like rabbit tails and
No.
like that
Yeah.
above doorways, but like
You never heard of that one either?
I've never heard of scissors.
wait, what about bread in the kitchen?
There's one that they leave like a loaf of bread on the kitchen. It's just supposed to mean like that there's always gonna be food in the house.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The things you learn.
You place
Hang on, okay.
scissors above your doorway to prevent evil from entering your home. It's a form of magical practice against evil. It's kind of like
That scares me.
pouring of salt line in front of a doorway.
It's to like cut off the negative energy from entering.
Okay, that makes sense. See, what I do mirrors that face outwards.
Yeah.
So any negative energy, anytime somebody puts negative energy towards my home or my house, it bounces back.
Yeah.
I suppose that causes
yeah.
quite a bit less mess than putting salt in front of your doorway.
A little bit.
Yeah. Because you have to sweep that up every time you kind of
Well, not necessarily. If you put salt along the top of the door frame,
Not necessarily going to attract any bugs doing that. Nobody likes salt.
exactly, and it's not in the way, and it doesn't cause a mess.
Okay. Next set of victims. On our right-hand track, we have a notorious cannibal. And on the left-hand track, we have Nickelback.
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 Nickelback? Okay, we'll just make it
No,
a consensus.
honestly, I'll take the cannibal, because everyone shits on Nickelback, but they're, like, I listened to Nickelback back when they were, like, popular, alright? I'm not gonna fucking deny it.
Okay, here's the thing. Everybody shits on Nickelback, but the moment that one of their songs comes out at a party, everybody's banging along.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
true though.
However,
You can't tell me that you wouldn't headbang to Rockstar.
I just feel like
not
Nickelback
saying
is...
that's today.
Nickelback is vanilla rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
It's
Nickelback is the mainstream rock equivalent to Five Finger Death Punch. It's dad rock. Just like Five Finger Death Punch is dad metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say the mainstream rock equivalent of Britney Spears, but you can go that way too.
Same thing. Same hat. Literally, it's the mainstream metal equivalent.
It's pop. It's basically popular music. It's overly processed by the folks that think they know what we want to hear.
Mainstream Hobo Johnson.
Except I actually like Five Finger Death Punch, so maybe I should shut up.
Bro, okay, let me tell you, I talked so much shit about Hobo Johnson for so long, but I listened to him, so, like...
Same hat, same though. Like, genuinely, like, okay, I don't... Like, some of the things about Hobo Johnson makes me go, really? But then his music's a bop, so, like...
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so, like, he seems like a super huge incel, and his music is great, so... I'm conflicted.
Yes, emotions.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
I'm just letting you guys go here. Just do what you need to. All right, next up. Next set of victims. On our right-hand track, we have a scientist racing to warn everyone about an impending disaster. And on our left-hand track, a kitten cuddling a dog.
I'll kill the kitten and dog, I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, same.
Although, we know how humanity reacts to scientists warning them about things, nothing changes for a really long time until the disaster actually happens.
But you don't want to be held accountable for knowing that they were looking to release important information and then being part of the backlash after people find out about the impending issue, and then they're like, oh, why didn't these people fucking say anything?
But you got hit by a trolley. It's not your fault now.
You didn't get hit by the trolley. You're hitting someone else with the trolley.
Fair.
And what if, like, they actually listen to the scientists, but, like, if you don't save them, the disaster happens anyway, so either way, the cat and dog are dead.
True.
Exactly.
True.
Depends on what the disaster
Cat and
is.
dog are gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Really depends on what the disaster is.
Trump.
Aliens.
Yeah, Trump affects everyone. You're right.
You're right, though.
Otherwise, she said Trump, and I'm just like, aliens.
Aliens.
Dude, okay, so, like, honestly, that's a whole fucking mood for what just recently came out. You saw the whole, like, the video of the UFOs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that aliens were confirmed to be a fucking thing, and everyone just took it all nonchalantly. Like, I can't wait for the next Alien Con.
Like, it's 2020.
We don't care anymore.
We don't care.
I mean, obviously they're not gonna have an Alien Con for 2020 because we're all under fucking quarantine.
I think the general
Creator
consensus
Influx
is...
got canceled.
So what?
Creator Influx got canceled. I mean,
I'm
it
not
got
surprised.
canceled long before the quarantine, but I'm a little salty because Creator Influx is fucking great, and I miss the TikTok creators.
Yeah.
A lot of the like conventions and stuff that I usually work or go to are all canceled. So
Yeah.
We need to hold these conventions as mass live stream events.
no,
Why
there
not?
is not a network capable of housing that many people at one time.
No. Not at all.
Then we need to
No,
work
are you
on it.
kidding me? The Corey Feldman website. Oh, my phone is dying. Hold on. All right, we're good.
Like Corey
the
Feldman
Corey
could have a
Feldman
powerful
website
anything.
crashed. Not because people were hacking it, but because there was too many people logging in at the same time. And he was posting on his Twitter, making it out to be that he was being hacked. But that's not the case. They just had shitty fucking software.
But there is no network strong enough to handle several tens of thousands of people all at once.
Not unless it's a government agency.
Yeah.
And obviously the government agency isn't going to hold a fucking festival online.
Nope.
Oh, why not?
Because fuck the hippies.
Have you seen the American government?
Actually, no.
Their report... Okay, I'm releasing a little, preview on Tea Time for this week. Hospitals are reporting deaths as COVID-19 that aren't fucking COVID. People are dying from heart attacks and car crashes and shit like that, and they're reporting it as COVID-19 so that they can get benefits back from the government. And, hundreds of nurses are posting about this. People are, oh my god.
Hi, thanks. I want to kill humanity.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a good job right now. I mean, just let some of the idiots work their way out of society.
I know, okay, so ventilators, they're not working for the COVID patients. What happens with the COVID patients is their lungs fill up with fluid, like you have fucking pneumonia. And the ventilators, it puts too much pressure on your lungs while they're already filled with fluid, so it causes your lungs to fucking explode.
The only way to keep it, in order for the ventilators to work, they would have to drain the fluid.
Exactly.
They would
They're
have
not
to
doing
treat
that.
like
They're
you have
literally
pneumonia. They would
killing
have to,
people.
They would have to drill a hole between your ribs and put a fucking straw in there and have it regularly draining the fluid out of your lungs.
Yeah, exactly. They're literally fucking murdering people and diagnosing it as a COVID death so that they can get money back from the government, so that they can get more ventilators and fucking report more deaths as COVID that aren't fucking COVID.
Well, I mean...
And see, with everything opening back up again, Texas opened back up again this last week, right? And everything there are so many people out. It's a Sunday. Sundays in Texas are usually church days. A lot of people stay home. Oh my god, there were so many fucking people out today.
Yeah, because everybody has fucking cabin fever.
And I'm like, okay, but suffer with the cabin fever for a few more weeks.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if everything's open again. Fucking suffer, because it's going to be like a repeat of the Spanish flu. And I told that to my mom, and she's like, nah, no, it's not. And I'm like, you're part of the problem!
It's because most people kind of walk around with this illusion in their head, like, hey, it's not happening to me, so fuck what's going on right now. And until it happens to them, it doesn't become a real thing.
Until it happens to them, or it happens to somebody they care about.
Exactly. Fucking, and one of my boyfriend's sister's coworkers just died of COVID. We just found out, what was it, yesterday? That she died of COVID.
Oh.
And, this woman, while she was at work, she was extremely, headstrong about the whole social distancing. She made sure everybody stayed 6 feet apart from each other. She took all the precautions, and she still died of the fucking virus. So, I know that the virus isn't a fucking hoax, but hospitals are still reporting more cases than they need to be. They're reporting cases as COVID that aren't even close to related. People are dying of heart attacks and fucking, pre-existing conditions that have nothing to do with COVID. They're reporting them as COVID deaths, and they're getting money back to report them as such.
What that also does is that kind of screws with our perception of what this disease actually is. It makes
exactly.
It
It's fucking everybody's fucking.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. The street light that I was parked under just went out.
Not just
I saw that.
There was a wave of them coming at us. Half the parking lot are out now.
Yeah, no, that's some tooth fairy shit. Y'all gotta move.
Get this, Sam! Supernatural, that shit.
Make sure Pyramid Head doesn't come out.
It's not Foggy.
Pyramid Head. No, no.
Okay. It's not Foggy.
Queen
She's
Siren
good.
Head?
No.
He's like the new Cryptic. I love
Pyramid
him.
Head
I love cryptids. I want Mothman! Give me Mothman! Give me Mothman.
Same though.
Mothman!
There were 2 video games that Pyramid Head was from.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, and I think they had some kind of stupid crossover with, what is it, Resident Evil? They did in the films?
Probably.
Fredo might know about that.
This wouldn't surprise me.
Now I feel really sketchy being in this parking lot with little lights off, and I'm like, I feel like I should drive away.
Resident Evil.
What?
Not in the,
Okay.
not in the games, just the
Who
movie.
has no idea what I'm talking about?
No.
That's not a thing.
It's like
Was
the
Pyramid- this is
4th or 5th
Now it's more
movie.
likely that it comes
Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
that everything's dark. Because I'm the only thing with light in here.
We're not breaking any laws.
Not that he's aware of.
I'll have to go double check.
He's my video game guru.
I don't think that Pyramid Head has ever been in the actual Resident Evil video game, but I think they used its likeness in
Hey!
the third
You
or
can see my
the 4th
face now.
movie for Resident Evil. You're
I had
back.
to turn my fucking brightness up.
There's some kind of
I had to
light.
turn my brightness up.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was ever used in any of the Resident Evil movies because I've watched them all several times, including the animated movies.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding
I think
something
you're
that
just
I saw.
making up your own crossovers in your dreams, and I'm totally down for it. By the way, the movie production companies need to make that a thing. I would love to see Pyramid Head and oh my god, hang on.
Okay, you know what I'm misinterpreting? There was a scene with okay, it was in Resident Evil 4, the movie, the 4th movie, that had this Axeman that kind of looked like Pyramid Head.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. In the bathroom scene
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
with
Because
Claire.
they both have they're both huge and have this unwieldy well, one has an axe, the other one has this sword that he drags behind him. But
Yeah.
Okay, but not gonna lie, Pyramid Head could raw me.
Facts.
Same. Actually, yeah.
But what was I gonna say?
What's the dude with the fucked up mouth?
Speaking of Resident Evil,
Resident Evil
7 is terrifying.
I haven't actually gotten to see Resident Evil 7.
Okay, if you get the chance to watch a playthrough of it, I recommend it. I've actually played it. I had an ex-boyfriend who played it, and he had me play it on the expert mode.
Yeah.
Nightmare inducing.
I want to see a fucking fight between Pyramid Head and Nemesis.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the Winchesters defeat Pyramid Head.
Same.
Fucking
So Silent
Supernatural.
Hill, Resident Evil, Supernatural crossover. So a 3-way
Yes.
crossover.
Throw the doctor in there, why don't you?
You can make it
I
happen.
mean, the Doctor would be the only reason the universe had been crossed to begin with.
Wait, which doctor though?
Ooh.
Tenet.
Mm.
It's all the same guy, right?
I mean, they're all the same guy, just different.
Different actors. But they
Different
also,
reincarnations.
each actor gave the Doctor a slightly different personality.
Yeah.
So Matt Smith was very much the childlike one, where David Tennant...
I love Matt Smith so much.
Matt Smith is baby. He is baby.
He is.
But David
But no,
Tennant...
honestly, I would like to see if we're doing a Nemesis versus Pyramid Head fight, then I want to see Christopher Capaldi. Or Peter Capaldi. Christopher Capaldi. I'm thinking of fucking Christopher What's-His-Face.
See,
The Ninth Doctor.
Yes.
I like Peter Capaldi, but I've seen Peter Capaldi too much in The Musketeers as the Cardinal, and I can't see him as anything else now.
I love Peter Capaldi so much.
He's such a good actor.
He's such a good actor. His fucking war speech, made me cry.
I feel
makes me
old.
cry every single time.
I
What?
feel old talking to you guys about the Doctor. Because the only thing that's going off in my head is John Pertwee and Baker.
Hold on, I'm putting it in a cup.
Wow,
I
that's
don't know
really
if
loud.
that's.
Oh my god, how did I never know you had that?
I don't know if that's like
Time
showing
Lord
the
hacking on her
right way.
knuckles. How did I not know this?
Miss B has
I
Time
want
Lord.
For the listeners, I have Time Lord tattooed across my knuckles.
Yes.
My
You're
heart.
gonna have to like send a picture so we can post that on our. We can post that
Yeah,
on our
make
site.
that just do it.
Hold
like
on, no,
this,
what do y'all
and
just-
then make it
someone
the
take a screenshot.
cover for the.
My thing won't take a screenshot.
Here, wait. Oh, let me see if mine will.
What?
So you got that one.
Got it.
I do.
I'll send it to you, but you'll
Wait,
have to
no,
crop it.
I wasn't looking.
So you don't have to look.
We got it.
Because we just need the Time Lord part.
I also have Bad Wolf on my thumb.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Ah.
I knew I married you for a reason.
Sorry, y'all were in a cup.
I noticed. It sounded a little
Echoey?
Hollow.
echoey. Yes. Your voice
Yeah.
sounded hollow for a moment. Do you guys want to do the last two of these?
Let's do
You
it.
should
Before we
totally
check out
pick
for
out
the evening.
another, like, 3.
Pardon?
You should totally pick out another 3. Because, like, I'm digging this.
Another
And we
three.
only did 17 minutes for the fucking movie review.
But we're almost 45 minutes deep to the second half of the podcast.
Oh, shit!
Oops.
So-
I thought it was going to be about an hour.
We
was right.
definitely made up for it.
We did. We made up for it. Okay.
Okay. All right,
Ugh.
so I got the, here, I got a total of 4 more. We'll go ahead and
Okay.
do. All right. And I will go ahead and crush my finger in the box as I shut it. Fantastic. All right.
It's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, so we have, on our right-hand track, we have a T-Rex about to eat 2 children and countless others. And on our left-hand track, we have a giant Godzilla-like lizard on its way to attack a major city.
Which city, though?
That's
This
the
is a
point.
major city.
Which major city, though?
Here's the thing. Fuck the kids. I'm killing Godzilla.
Yeah, because I feel like Godzilla is going to kill many more people.
Yeah.
But
Will cause a lot more damage.
Yeah.
If we have to lose 20 to 30 people, including some kids, oh no.
But, like,
Can we make more kids?
Seriously. We know how kids are made.
Yeah.
Your sound just cut out.
yeah, we
Nick,
can't
yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Can't hear you.
oh, God damn it.
There we are.
Okay. So, like, which major city is it, though? Because, like, if it's something like New York City, I don't give a shit. But if it's, like, Washington, D.C., I'll let Godzilla go to town. I don't give a shit.
So I guess
Fair.
we will kill
Take down the
Godzilla
politicians.
depending upon the city. Tampa,
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
Godzilla can do what he wants.
Actually, cocaine comes out of Florida. Let's hold off on that.
But also, like, every fucked up news story, like, the most fucked up news stories always come out of Florida.
Florida man does this.
Exactly.
Who gave Florida the bath salts?
What was it? Okay, there was this post going around where it's like, search up Florida man, and then
Your birthday.
your birthday.
Yep.
And mine was a Florida man fucking tried to fight a crocodile or some shit.
I wonder what mine is. I don't think I ever looked mine up.
What's your birthday?
January 23rd.
Hold up fucking
Florida man.
shit up.
Yeah, I know. Florida, I've seen that. I did mine a while ago, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Let's see.
I'm going to the Google.
Mine is Florida man accused of stealing golf balls, then beating a golfer.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds about right.
So, apparently it's a Florida man with
January
no
what?
balls taking balls from
23rd.
someone else. Oh, no. This is the one that it was. I remember this. Florida man tells neighbor he's going to kill them with kindness, then tries to kill them with a machete he calls kindness.
Dean Winchester?
What to say?
That's some Dean Winchester shit.
He looks a little bit
Florida
like a
man.
bearded Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah.
Max's is Florida man known for Easter Bunny fight arrested after hit and run.
I gotta go some buy some bunny ears.
Let's do it.
That's all sorts of special. Yes.
I'm all sorts of special.
All right.
Apparently, he was like being chased by cops and was arrested trying to use an Easter Bunny costume to hide from the cops. Like he tried to disguise himself in an Easter Bunny costume.
That's something I would do.
Yeah.
Honestly, same.
Okay. Here we go. On our right-hand track, we have the person in charge of euthanizing all the animals at your local shelter. On the left-hand track, we have an influencer trying to take in a ridiculously impossible selfie on the tracks.
Kill the euthanizer.
Yeah.
Kill
Let the influencer live. Let all the puppies live.
Fair enough. I think that one's a little too easy, too.
I mean, they're putting too much fucking like stigma on social influencers because there's a lot of social influencers who are actually really good fucking people.
Yeah.
Take Kelsey, for example. Take you. Take me.
Right, okay.
We're actually unproblematic creators. Hello.
Exactly. It doesn't
I also don't
necessarily
really
mean that the
post a whole
social
lot.
influencer is a bad person. They're just taking a selfie in the wrong place.
Exactly. Wrong place, wrong time. Not
Exactly.
That's not smart.
I can't tell you how many fucking train track selfies I've taken.
There aren't enough train tracks around here. We have one
Exactly.
train track, and all of it runs through private property, so I can't get onto any of it.
I did a whole fucking photo shoot on train tracks. I'll send you the pictures later, Max.
Please.
All right. I went silent for a minute here. Mr. Omar has checked in to see if we're still doing the podcast, which I am telling him now that not only are we still doing the podcast, but every time he texts me, seeing as we're using Facebook Messenger to do this, it sends off a lovely little bloop, and I hear that. So we've heard several little
turn your
bings.
sounds off.
I can't turn the notification off while I'm in the middle of a call.
Sir.
I mean, no, you can go to your settings while you're in the middle of a call.
I can try.
And go to your notification settings and just turn the sounds off for everything.
I muted it for 15 minutes.
There you go.
Okay. I'm still in the chat. All right. We got next set of cards. On our right-hand track, we have a sack full of puppies. And on the left-hand track, we have the next Picasso.
Puppies. Kill the puppies. I'm sorry.
Kill the puppies. Yeah, we need art.
Yeah.
Art's important.
However, if the next Picasso gets run over, doesn't his artwork immediately become more valuable?
Significantly more valuable? Yes.
Yes.
However, we need the Picasso to stick around to create more art until they die. So that...
By trolley.
Also, didn't Picasso die in, like, the 30s?
Yeah. He would have still been, like, alive. Which
Like,
fucks me up.
yeah, he was born in, like, what, 1890 something? He was born in, like, 1890 something, and he died in, like, 1937, I want to say.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong, but, like, it's weird to think that he was alive when my grandparents were alive.
Yeah.
Weird to think about.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta ask my grandfather about that. He's like 80.
Time is bullshit.
And he's well over 80. He's like 86 now.
Time is bullshit.
Almost 90. And he's still doing fucking like housework and construction work and shit. He
Bunch
put
of
in,
wibbly wobbly,
like-
timey-wimey bullshit.
he hired a team to put in his solar panels on his roof, and he still went in and like helped them out and like did the work himself.
For me, weird was the fact that Einstein was still alive when my parents were alive.
That's weird.
My
Wait,
parents, when my parents were kids,
When was
Einstein
Einstein
still
alive?
He
Oh my
died
God,
in
I feel so
1955. Yeah.
Everything I know has been a lie.
I thought he was a lot older than that, but no, 1955 is when he passed away. So.
Okay, so my mom was like 2 or 3 years old when he died.
My grandparents had just gotten married when he died. Because 2005
No,
was their
okay,
50th
so
wedding
my mom-
anniversary.
My mom was born the year after Einstein died. She was 1956. I remember that much.
My mom was born in 66.
Very interesting. My father. Well, actually, I don't know my biological father. My stepfather was born in the 40s. So, I actually just did my DNA test, and I realized that the person that my mother has on my birth certificate is not the guy that. I'm actually the spawn of a young man named, old man now, named Timothy Haggerty, who I'm determined to hunt down.
I've heard the last name Haggerty several times.
Yeah, I'm actually related to somebody very close by here who I friended through the Ancestry website, so I'm trying to pry for a little bit of information because this Timothy Haggerty is her father's brother.
Okay.
And I'm trying not to be like that weird, creepy guy, but it's like, I'd like to know who my father is. I've never met the man, and I'm like 40, so
Yeah.
it would be nice to know.
My grandfather is like super into genealogy, and he's always looking up like shit on Ancestry and everything. Like, he has a whole fucking like 2 file cabinets, not 1, 2 file cabinets of like genealogy information on everybody in our family. Excuse me. Everybody in our family, on everybody that the people in my family have married or reproduced with. Like, my grandfather went in on this shit. He's so fucking meticulous about it. It's amazing. Like, he finds out shit about, like, our spouses that nobody knew.
My mother half-assed mentioned Timothy Haggerty when I was younger as a man who she went to nursing school with. Which means that my mother managed to get knocked up by a nurse long before it was cool for a guy to be a nurse. Like in the 70s.
I don't know how true it is, but someone in my family mentioned that we were married to, or that we were related to Mary Todd, and that kind of stuck with me. But I want to do my own research on Ancestry to make sure it's like not a thing.
I'm trying to do a little bit of research because my grandmother insists that we are related to Hannah Dustin, the person whose name is all over half the buildings in Haverhill, who has a statue right next to the library.
All right.
That's not good lineage,
from
by
the
the way.
South and having no idea.
You know what?
who any of these
That's
people are.
honestly a little more believable than being related to Abraham Lincoln's wife.
She is a hero. Hannah Dustin is a hero to a lot of the white Puritan folks, but is vilified by Native Americans because she basically went nuts and just scalped several dozen Native Americans.
I believe it.
Alright, good to know.
Yeah.
New England is super anti-native.
Apparently I might be related to that, or distantly, you know.
Oh,
No.
yikes! Considering my daughter's half Navajo. Ouch.
Thankfully your ancestors got over that, Hannah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Last set of victims here.
Alright.
On our right-hand track, we have a local high school class posing for graduation photos. Apparently on a trolley track, I don't know why.
It looks
Because
cool.
because edgy.
Edgelords.
Because
Yeah,
edgy. Okay.
Edgelords.
And on our left-hand track, we have a 10-year-old cancer survivor.
Killed my high school students.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yep, that entire graduating class
them
is going
kids.
down. That kid
Fuck,
fought.
fuck them kids. That cancer survivor, he's stronger than all like, what, 100 of those kids put together? 200 of those kids? Who the fuck knows?
How many fucking students were you in your high school class? Holy
800?
shit.
800?
How small was your My graduating class was 500 people.
My graduating class was 800.
Okay, sorry. No, I'm not thinking of high school. I'm thinking of middle
But
school. My
there are a lot
my
of
8th
towns
grade
surrounding
graduating
English towns.
class.
Specifically, like Gerald and stuff. My sister's, what my sister's graduating class would have been if she'd stayed in Gerald would have been 75 people. Gerald was literally one town north of us.
Yeah.
So it turns out that for most high schools, like 200 to 300 is the average graduating class.
So, okay, my second high school that I was going to, Bradford
Somebody
Christian
mentioned me in
Academy.
a comment.
My second high school that I went to, Bradford Christian Academy, it was this small private school, and there was a total of like 80 students in the entire school. My graduating class would have been like 15 students. My 8th grade graduating class in like middle school was 6 girls. We weren't an all-girls school. And it was a private school, but we were not an all-girls school.
I attended
Just no guys signed up for our class in like 8 years. I don't know. I was there from 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Counting.
Counting? Okay.
Counting years.
6 years. Okay, first, like, I don't know why that was so hard for me to, like, process. I'm a dumbass. Anyway,
Listen,
but,
I
like,
can't process
like,
numbers on a good day. You're fine.
So for, like, 6 years, my whole class was just 6 girls. And, like, there was this one year where we had 8 students, and one of them was a boy, but he transferred out of the school and moved to Vermont, like, halfway through the school year. So he didn't count.
I attended an agricultural school. Yeah, that was special. Essex Agricultural, yes.
Yeah, my brother James went there.
I was not fond of the animal sciences at all. I love animals. I just don't like cleaning up after that much shit. I couldn't. I went into ornamental horticulture. I literally decided to become a florist in that moment. Shoveling shit, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go play with flowers. I'm done.
Me over here having grown up on a ranch, and that was like all I did for like several years.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I was at Greater Lawrence Tech, I wanted to be in auto body and paint cars for a living, and my mother was like, "That's a man's job. If you go into auto body, I'm gonna pull you out of the school and send you up to a private school," which she did anyway. And fucking, she forced me to go into graphic communications. And my graphics teacher, the fine arts teacher, fucking hated me so much, and she was constantly telling me that my artwork was shit and that I'd never get anywhere. And look at me now, I'm a fucking tattoo artist. Fuck you, Miss Anton, you fucking bitch. She stole. Okay, so.
That's the art teacher that stole your shit, didn't she?
Yep. When my mom transferred me out of the tech and moved me over to BCA, Miss Anton straight up said that my artwork belonged to the school because I used school supplies to create it. And it didn't matter that it was my original artwork and that I signed my name on it and that I spent hours and days fucking creating this work for her to try and claim it as the school's. When not even a week before she found out that I was transferring out, she was trying to convince me to sell some of my work at one of her auctions that I would have made no fucking money off of. And I told her straight up I don't want to do that. And when I was finally transferring out, the day that I was transferring out, she was trying to, like, she made sure that I knew the school was keeping my portfolio. God. And she said it belonged to the school because I made it with school supplies. And I said that's bullshit, and I need that portfolio to, get into the right classes in my next school. And fucking my class had snuck my portfolio out of the cabinet that she was, like, keeping them in and put it into my locker without me knowing. And at the end of the day, they told me to go into my locker, and I found my portfolio. and I was like, just before I was about to leave the school, she had security stop me, and they took my portfolio away from me. And I didn't get it back for like 2 or 3 months. And fucking, when I finally did get it back, several pieces of my work were missing that she had mentioned she wanted to put into the auction.
Of course. Of course.
What a cunt. What a cunt.
So fuck you, Miss Anton.
Solidly.
I know she's not working at the fucking Volk anymore, but she's a royal piece of shit, and I hope her life is miserable.
Cool.
Like, solidly fuck off.
Yep.
All right, I think we're gonna
take a whole cactus and shove it.
With that pleasant story of teachers and theft, I'm gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna tie it up for the evening.
Sounds good.
I really don't have anything to say to tie the fucking thing up either. I'm like, let's tie it up.
Right? How do you follow that?
I have nowhere to go now. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Fuck.
We're all winging it. It's fine.
C'est la vie.
That's what this entire podcast is. We're all just winging it. There's no script. We don't sit down here and take notes. We sit down, we watch movies, we shoot the shit, and have a little fun at the end. That's pretty much what we do.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty sure that's
the
why
other
my boyfriend
podcast.
doesn't. I'm pretty sure that's why my boyfriend doesn't listen to us, is because we're not, like, very coordinated.
Well,
like the podcasts he listens to.
You know, we don't do the informative thing here. We try to do that a little bit more with your podcast.
He listens to like Tom Segura and shit, so like I don't blame him.
Okay, I will be the first to admit I am nowhere near as entertaining as Tom Segura.
Exactly. Like we were supposed to go to a Tom Segura show last year, and like it didn't end up happening. But hopefully, the next show that's like nearby, we were supposed to go see him up at Hampton Beach.
And then
the tickets were so cheap.
And this shit happened?
And then this shit happened. I mean, no, like, we were supposed to go see him before this shit happened, and I think some things came up, like, during our plans. I can't exactly remember. But, we didn't end up going to see him, and we wanted to, like, make plans for the next time he's in town, because, like, we know that he makes reservations for shows over at Hampton Beach, and Hampton Beach is so fucking cheap, dude!
I have lawn seats for a Kiss concert that I am probably not going to get to go see. Mainly because, well, I love my daughter to death for getting me tickets to a show that I've been wanting to see for years. I don't know if I want to mill around on the lawn.
Here's the thing.
If the show's not canceled because of Corona, then you should definitely take that opportunity. Even though it's like on the lawn and everything, like it's still the opportunity to see Kiss.
Last concert I went to do on the lawn, I was elbow to elbow with a ton of people. I don't know if I want to do that.
Like, I went a couple of years ago. I went and I saw Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie in concert, and I had lawn seats.
You bitch.
And I got to mosh on the lawn.
Okay, but remember, he's not moshing age anymore.
Huh?
He's not moshing age anymore.
Oh, why not?
I don't know, man. You didn't seem like someone that moshes to me.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, not anymore.
I used to.
Exactly, like, I know for a fact that you used to be the kind of person that moshes for a fact.
Fuck it, I can throw some serious weight behind it now.
Exactly, that's the thing, I didn't know if you were, like, still into moshing.
I haven't had the opportunity, I haven't been put in the place to mosh in quite a long time.
Yeah,
so,
like, I don't know, I think you might be a little fragile.
It depends on the moment. Oh, fuck it, who cares? You live in the moment.
I mean, not to sit on you or anything, but you might be a little fragile, buddy.
So the next couple of weeks thereafter, they're wheeling me around. But whatever. If I had fun in the moment.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know if I could see my fat ass moshing at this point in my life. But if I was given the opportunity, more than likely I'd take it.
You'd be surprised. I've seen guys bigger than you at metal shows.
right?
So
I wouldn't so much put it as like it's you can't mosh because you're overweight or something like that. I'd put it more so like if you take a serious fall, you're fucked.
Okay. I have to say something right here. I might be bruise myself up pretty bad, maybe scrape myself up age, but I am not break a hip age yet.
No, I don't mean like break a hip age. I mean like someone pushes you the wrong way and you either like
you go one way and your knee goes the other.
You run that risk even if you're young. You
and I
already do that. I have to have both of them replaced. So it's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it for people who have healthy knees.
If I do it at a Kiss concert, it's a good fucking story. I'll have that story.
The night before the first time I moshed, my mom gave me a hug goodnight, and I was working, like, I was sewing up a shirt, and I had my sewing scissors out.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me a hug goodnight, pushed me down onto the couch, and I fucking stabbed myself in the leg. The scissors went halfway through my fucking leg. Yikes.
I was
with a fucking stab wound. I fucking felt everything all through my whole, like, it was right next to my fucking knee. Hold up, I think I got a fucking scar still. I know I still have a scar, it's just kind of hard to see. Where is it? Oh.
What are you...
Way to go, Nikki. Way to go.
There's the scar right there. Okay.
Excuse the giant burn on my leg. That is a pencil scar.
Ah, there it is.
Yikes.
This is a scar that by no means anybody on the podcast can visualize because, well, we're on a podcast.
Yep.
And I don't mean to cut off what is becoming a wonderful conversation, but I've been advised by text that this young lady right here, the one sitting in my lap, Little Miss Sugar, they're about to bum rush this room because she's in need of her medication.
Oh, okay.
We're going that is going to be my tie out for the evening. My dog needs my medication, so thank you for fucking listening. And on behalf of Max, Sammy, and Miss B, have a wonderful fucking night, day, morning, whenever the fuck you listen to us. Even I don't know if they're listening to us at all. I hope they are, but if you fucking listen and have a good time.
We're still making a few cents off each episode, so we're good.
We're good. Hey, you got your lapel mic that doesn't work?
Hells yeah!
Yeah, that was fucking fantastic. What we'll do is we'll hop on a call at some point, because I know there's settings where you can adjust it so the audio is one thing and the mic feed's another thing, so it doesn't cut the audio
like,
out.
I'm pretty sure the only reason, like, it's only muting my audio is because it thinks that the microphone is a set of headphones.
Right. So what we need to do is we need to separate it so you have like a mic in and audio out.
Yeah.
But we'll do that another time, maybe before we sat down for the Tea Time with Honey podcast, not the Miss B podcast.
Thank you.
Tea Time with Honey with Miss B. All right, peace out. Have a fucking good night.